7 common mistakes new Lost Ark players and even Tier 3 players that still do. So let's get started. No intro needed. So the first mistake that I see a lot of players do is basically uh, when you come to the auction house, 3 gold gear is an illusion. There is no such gear that costs 3 gold. If I go here and do by price, you will see that the cheapest gear costs 3 gold, but that's actually not the real price. If you click on buy, you're gonna see that it's costing you 1 fiat, and fiat is another currency in Lost Ark, and it's a really important currency. And to get it, you have to basically buy it from the shop. And the 1 fiat costs 10 crystals. And at the moment, if you wanna buy 10 crystals, it will cost you like 100 gold. So this is actually costing you 103 gold and not 3 gold. So 3 gold gear doesn't exist. So yeah, do not buy gear unless you really need it, unless you need the last piece for grinding. That's the only condition. Do not buy for higher quality. Don't get baited. And the second common mistake is related to quality as well. Higher quality does not always mean better, or higher grade does not always mean better. And let me explain why. If I go to my inventory and I open my stats, you're gonna notice I have blue earring, even though I have in my inventory, I have purple earring, so it doesn't make sense. I should equip epic and I should remove the rare. But the reason why, you should see what you're losing in the process. Yeah, this is giving me all green stuff. They're all good. 300 plus or so many stuff, right? But no, you should check first the bonus effect. It's giving me expertise. As a data blade, I don't need expertise. I need credit and specialization. Also, this one has remaining energy nodes. It's my ingredients. I have the 3rd level. I'm gonna lose the 3rd level of my ingredients if I equip this one. So I'm losing way more than I'm gaining if I equip this one. Not to mention that if I eat this tasty salty stew, I could get 20 times more stats than this epic earring is gonna give me. So there is no reason for me at the moment to upgrade my earring unless it gives crit and also gives the ingredients that I want. So yeah, do not get baited by the quality or the grade. You would, as a death blade, you would rather lose your sun than lose your specialization. So yeah, or lose your remaining energy. Let's get to the third mistake that players still make, is that they play the whole game with 1 ability stone. And you should never have 1 ability stone for as a default and just go with it. You should have multiple one, and I'm going to explain to you why. If you notice, I have in my bag, I have this one. It has adrenaline contender, and in my ingredient, the one I have equipped has adrenaline and vital point hit. Vital point hit gives me stagger effectiveness. Contender, it gives me attack power +1 for every foe that I kill, and it stacks. Adrenaline, I have like adrenaline in both. Why? Because I love this ingredient. I cannot give it up. It's so good. The second one is optional, so I have multiple ability stones for every situation. The staggering is for bosses that require staggering. This one for chaos dungeons and for larger number of mobs, because killing one give you extra attack power, and you can keep killing them, and you are gonna give even more stacks. So it's really good for chaos dungeons, and that's the reason why you should have multiple ability stones. You might like have grudge instead of vital point hit. You might have like other ingredients that can help you with your class. Just make sure to have multiple one for all different type of situations. And yeah, let's talk about the fourth mistake, which is the lack of use of cards, meals, and feasts. Let's start with cards. Cards really important. The reason behind that is cards can give you so much tankiness or so much extra damage. So if you want extra damage, you can equip the cards that give you damage buffs. If you want tankiness, you can equip cards depending on the boss you're fighting. For example, let's see. For example, this set gives me lightning damage reduction. So if I'm fighting a boss that does lightning damage, I will equip this set. But if I'm fighting a fire boss, I'm going to equip the fire one. And it goes on. But if you're lazy, like me, you can do this one. The very first set give you 15 damage reduction on all elemental, so it's good for everything basically. And now let's talk about meals, because a lot of people don't use them. And let's see here. This meal is giving me 20 times more stats than the stats I will get from upgrading my gear. So this is way more important than upgrading your gear. So why not use it? Please, just use it. Also use Feast in Stronghold. It gives so many extra stats, and it stacks with the meal. Feast stacks with the meal, so you can stack both. Combined with the card collection, you get huge advantage in raids and abyssal dungeons. And I see a lot of players, they come to raids or abyssal. I check their character profile. They have random ingredients. They have no meals, no feast. They basically, it's like going to a fashion show naked, basically. And let's talk about the next mistake that players make is that they arrive at tier 3, so they immediately upgrade their gems, and that's a terrible mistake. The reason behind that is if I pull up my gems at the moment, I have equipped two to show you an example. This one is a level 6 tier 2 gem. It gives me 12 cooldown, but since I can only benefit from 50% because I'm tier 3 and this one is for tier 2, I get like 6% cooldown. This one is a level 2 tier 3 gem. It gives me 4% cooldown. But difference is in price. This one cost me 150 gold, the tier 2 gem. If I swap to tier 3, just the level 2 gem would cost me way more. It would cost me like 30 extra gold. And the higher you go, the more expensive it gets. So instead of spending a lot of gold on tier 3 gems, you're going to get more stats and you save more gold if you just use the tier 2 gems. So just do that for now till the prices of the gems comes down. And another mistake that tier 3 players make is that they transfer the skill tree to like so early. And you should never transfer your skill trees to your gear so early on, because you don't have the highest quality of gear. So in case you do like chaos and you get like a higher quality gear, you would need to upgrade, like to transfer the honing to your to the new gear that you got, the higher quality basically. And if you do that, you're gonna lose the skill tree transfer that you made, and you're gonna get a new skill tree. So always keep this one till you get the highest quality possible of gear that you're going to be using for a long time. Then you can transfer the skill tree to it. Another tip for tier 2 players and tier 3 players is the weekly Una task. Basically, try to always keep one Una task open. If you notice, I have one open and the reset is going to happen tomorrow. And the reason why I'm not using this one is just in case I get a boss rush ticket. And I actually got it in the last day. Today. I just got it today, this after I did the chaos. So now I'm not missing on this week boss rush quest. So use it. You might tell me, oh, you can just wait till next week. The ticket will not expire. But let me tell you something. What if you got another ticket next week? That means you would have one ticket on your inventory forever, especially if you play every week because you're kind of like guaranteed to get it. I don't know if that's my RNG, but from my experience, I get a boss rush ticket every single week. So yeah, always keep one unit task open just in case you get a boss rush ticket. And last but not least is tradable mats. Do not use them. Do not use tradable mats. For example, this, do not use it. Sell it because the prices of honing mats at the moment is skyrocketing. They are so expensive. You would make a lot of money if you just sell them. But if you use them, there's a chance you might fill your honing and you lost a lot of gold, and the prices in the future will go down, and you're going to regret why you didn't sell them when they were expensive. So I was selling when I was in tier 3. I want to show you guys something. Now the leap stones of tier 2 are went all the way down to 40 gold. When I was in tier 2, they used to cost up to 100 gold. I never like used them. When I do my raise, I always sell the leap stones, and I made like at tier at tier 2, normally players can't even afford a skin. Meanwhile, I get the skin for 10k gold. So yeah, do not use tradable mats. Always sell them. Abuse the market at the moment, and in the future, when the prices go down, you can actually buy them then, because you would have so much gold, then which means you would be able to afford more mats. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something. I will make more guides in the future, so stay tuned. Click that subscribe button and bye.